How are you today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to ask.
I'm not good. Rather, it's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man. Maybe I'll be an example for other men. Cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. You see how me at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
So I do want to ask, the date of separation is listed back to July 17th. Has this been coming for some time now, or was it something out the blue?
Well, ever since we started taping here in LA, I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road doing the same thing. And in terms of going out into another city. But I was gone for 3 weeks. That's what July 17th meant.
Would you say you two are in a good place right now, or able to maintain a friendship? Or
oh yeah, we're still in the same house and we're maintaining a friendship. And I'm trying to get my wife back. I have to show her that though. Hopefully I can show her while we're there together before, and hopefully she doesn't complete the process. But I'm changing in hopes that she will. I'm gonna get my wife back. How about that?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to eliminate all them rumors too, that it's something about a baby or even me molesting a child. It's none of that. I've just told you what it is.
There were also, kind of some rumors of any infidelity. Did you want to clear that up at all? You say it's solely neglect.
Well, neglect can create suspicion, certainly. And if you're gone as much as I am, you have every right to suspect. You go to work, you go serving the community around the country, then you go with your guys to sporting events around the country, you go to other events except without your wife, hanging with you and enjoying herself with you. And so, yeah, she would have a right to suspect infidelity.
But there's none of that going on.
That's not the purpose. That's not the reason for this.
When I first heard this, I just couldn't really understand some things. He said that he was trying to make it work, but he was at the airport going on a trip, so that didn't really make any sense to me. He was saying a lot. I think Angela Swift in the chat mentioned that as a celebrity and as a man, it's like he was really talking a lot, and he was. I don't know if he's paying attention to what people are saying, but maybe he is. But he felt like he had to set the record straight to let people know that this is what it is, and he's actively trying to save his marriage. AP had typed this in the group chat, says, accountability at its finest. The thing is, from my perspective, women don't mind you doing all of that. They can understand your brand building and maintaining a lifestyle. However, you have to bring them on the journey with you. For 25 years, he's been taking this journey by himself. I'd argue she's stronger than most women. She's waited this long, lots of sleepless, lonely, wine-filled nights. So it's an interesting perspective.
That's the
AP.
that's the same thing I was thinking. Like, why wouldn't he? Because he was in Montgomery this past weekend. Like, why wouldn't you just bring her? It just seems like she's just lonely. Bring her along. That's one thing. People can hate on Marjorie and Steve Harvey all day long, but they be together. And that man busy too. But he be taking his wife.
Oh,
Amen.
but Shan, at the same time though, there are women that don't want to do the traveling. They don't want to be sitting in the hotel room. They don't want to constantly be on the road with their man. So I understand when AP wrote that, I understood that, but that's not the case for all women. The other part of it as well is that she may have started off that way, and once she began to get lonely or whatever, being at home by herself, the kids are grown, they not in the house, maybe then it changed and she potentially didn't say, hey, I want to come with you type of deal. And he was just in that habit. Men are habitual beings. So if we're in that habit and we're used to you saying you don't want to go, then shit, it's going to be, all right, babe, kiss you on the cheek and head out the door with your bags. But the fact that we don't know exactly what's going on, I think that leaves it, you know, it leaves it open to so many different interpretations.
That would be true if he only was referring to work, but he also said that he was going out with the homies, hanging out with them as well. So it seems like it's across the board. He said he put her third, like she came in third. So that means that there were other things. It wasn't just work that he prioritized. He prioritized other things over her as well.
That's fair.
And I do commend him for taking being accountable for that. Like, he seems to have owned up to it, set the record straight, said, this is, and it seems like this is something that's continuing to happen. Like, they've gone through this before and he tried to work things out. Now, I guess some things have happened again. And now she's like, you know what? I'm out of here. Didn't it sound like that's what he was saying? Am I the only person who got that from that situation?
Yeah, he said that's what he said when they asked him about infidelity. He was like, "That's not what this is about." So he didn't say he didn't cheat.
Exactly, I picked up on that too.
You know what I'm saying? She cool with the cheating.
I was just about to say that, Jay. I was waiting for you to finish, but so she dealt with infidelity as well. He answered it indirectly. He said, "No, that's not what this is about."
This is about.
He didn't say no. He just said, "That's not what this is about."
Yeah, nah, she not pissed about that. She pissed about her watching TV and seeing LeBron James hit a game winner and he slapping five in the crowd, or you know what I mean, LeBron in the Olympics slapping five. She watching it on TV. I want to be there too. I want to slap five. You know what I'm saying? I want to get some of that powder LeBron throw up in the air at the beginning. Like, I'm sure that gets to her. I'm sure that gets to women, period. You know what I mean? Like, and in relationships, like men, we're always the last to know that the relationship's over. That's why we deal with it the way we deal with it. Like, if you look at him, that nigga spinning like a top out there. People run up on him with cameras. Hey, what happened with your will? I'm gonna get her back. This shit ain't done. No, nigga, it's over. Your wife gone, nigga. She been gone for the past 4 years. You just ain't know. You was slapping five, nigga, tapping LeBron on the ass. Good shot, LeBron. You know what I mean? You was everywhere and she wasn't there. She was gone 4 years ago and she wrote it out. Now you're out of a relationship and you trying to figure out how I'm gonna fix this shit. We always are like, man, that shit hurt, yo. When a relationship is over and then she's gone because she left 4 years ago. Mentally, she was out of there. She's been on autopilot the last 4 years. You still thinking you doing the same bullshit you've been doing. You know what I mean? Like, I've done that shit. And then boom, she made like the decision that I ain't had a heart to make. Boom, I'm done. Hold on, what the fuck? You should go on the voicemail. Like, I'm blocked. I mean, like, I've been fired, yo, and I ain't even know I was fucking fired. Like, hold on, yo. Going on Facebook, all that shit. I'm fired. None of my credentials.
No, he knew he was fired. He just thought it was a game. Just like he think it's a game right now.
The only good thing he has what he said, which I don't really. He said they still live together. Like, nigga, please. Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say nigga.
No, it's still a possibility that they living together. I mean, that takes some time to really kind of split that apart. But and we don't know about this situation, Jay. But I think that men do know. I think men are conscious of what they're doing. But I think because the woman allows him to be able to do it, they just kind of take it for granted. Sometimes men be like, I'm gonna stop one day. I'm gonna start to treat it. It just never seems to happen. And then usually a woman will check out way before then. So he's probably been noticing. He just probably thought he might have had some more time to kind of get it together. Or maybe, we've been together all these years. But then once a woman gets fed up and she says, that's it, then that's when that reality check hits. And it kind of hit a little different, because I don't know no man that wants to lose a relationship. Men hate to lose, period. Men hate to lose women. They can have 10, 12 women. But whenever one decides to go the other way, it's a
fact. So, yeah, we said 10 to 12.
No, that's a fact. A dude will fight you over his fourth woman.
Yeah, he'd be like, damn, like, I wonder what made her do that.
And you guys find when they're living together, you know, when you leave the house during a divorce, that's the abandonment, right? Am I right? Do y'all know that?
Mm.
The
Say
person
it
who
again.
leaves the house, that's the abandonment of the house. You in that the house automatically goes to the other person.
I mean, I think that's like varies per state. I mean, right now, I think things got a little
It may, it
complicated.
may. I know that's
Yeah,
like that's how it
yeah,
is in Georgia, but you're right. It may be a state thing.
yeah. I think it may just be a state thing, but I mean, no man wants to lose. A man can just be shit. He can just be treating her like trash. But the minute he loses her, it's like, damn, you start to think about all the things. Because don't get it twisted. Like he may not treat her like she's supposed to be treated, but she do some things that he enjoy. And things that he's probably been enjoying because it's considered his norm. Like everybody else is just like, you know. But that's just my thoughts on that, man. I think he knew what was going on. I just didn't think she was gonna push that button like that, especially like they elders right now. I don't believe I see too many people that's elders getting divorced. Do y'all see that? Is that a thing where people are in their 60s and 70s just calling quits?
Yeah,
It's a
Recently,
new
there's
yes.
a
trend. They
lot of that
call it
lately.
silver gray divorces now because there's so many. There has been a increase in divorce rates among that group. I think they're saying
Yeah.
that now they're probably the highest, if not like
Yeah.
right like neck and neck. They call them gray divorces because they're getting divorced in that age range now.
But you know, in this situation, it kind of makes sense because just think about it. The older you get, the more and more you want companionship, the more and more you want to spend time with somebody and enjoy life. You worked all your life, you've done all of these things. When do you get an opportunity just to enjoy it?
Mm-hmm.
The
And then
fruit.
imagine being with a partner that's not enjoying it with you. Everything you've ever
Yeah.
worked for, and they're gone all the time, and you know, it's just like, okay, let me
Like, we're
I don't
still
know.
doing this at this age? Like,
Mm-hmm.
can we?
Mm-hmm. It'd be like, okay, time to leave, time to love myself more.